Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we check out the vegan lifestyle at the VegFest Tastefest and Expo. We explore all the MetroParks' fun summertime activities, and then we take off for a tour of the Selfridge Military Air Museum. So stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
All these people here are for a taste fest of a different kind. It's the VegFest at the Suburban Collection Showplace, and it's all about promoting a healthy alternative lifestyle. So apart from the great food, it's also an expo, and they have a lot of great things here that promote wellness, both outside and inside. We've got great smelling aromatherapy candles. So we have all these great things that really help promote that inner sense of well-being. They've got clothing here, a lot of great shirts. These are made from organic cotton, hemp items, and they're really, really cute. So all this jewelry here is vegan. There's nothing harmful in any of these products, all made locally by a vegan artist, and you've got some beautiful pieces here. We've got a lot of great things to taste. We've got jellies here made by a local restaurant, right from Eastern Market, the Russell Street Deli. Let's see, what am I tasting here?
Well, we cook in certain places.
Yeah, that's good.
Delicious. It's like cinnamon apple jam. It's delicious. Agavia, yes. Okay, the health benefits of agavia. Oh, it's delicious. It's sweet. I love it. Michelle from Glass Academy. I know you. Oh, so what part do you guys have here at VegFest?
Don't you know that to drink out of the glass is the best thing ever? You don't want to drink out of plastic. Glass doesn't leach. It won't have any harmful chemicals in it. So for VegFest, we did all kinds of fun stuff. We've got a rocks glass. We've got your smoothie glass with the straw.
Oh, wow.
Right? Summertime fun. Look at these. Look at a blueberry smoothie in that.
Always
cool?
beautiful. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous.
As you can see, it's a popular event.
Yeah.
It's not a well-kept secret anymore. It's not only Detroit's best, most exciting vegetarian taste fest and expo, but it actually has become the largest indoor one-day vegetarian festival of its kind in the country.
Wow.
Everybody's trying to eat less meat these days, but not everybody knows how to do that. And VegFest gives you the tools. If you look around, you can see all these great foods from restaurants and national vendors and local vendors. A lot of products you've never heard of, but they're delicious. They're vegan. That means they're not made with any animal products. Not only are they not meat, but there's no dairy, no honey, no animal products, no eggs. So you can find ways to eat and things that you might not have tried before that are really good, and you can get recipes and you can hear speakers talking about the vegetarian and vegan lifestyle, and really just get your toolbox together and eat less meat and be healthier because of it. It's a perfect place to sample all kinds of things, yes.
Well, should we take a quick look around?
Let's do that.
All right. So there's a lot of, like you were mentioning, a lot of great local restaurants exhibiting here.
We have a lot of great restaurants here at VegFest. Priya is one of them right here, based in Troy.
Indian cuisine. Now this is what I'm eating is tak dal.
Takadal. And some naan.
So these are lentils.
Made with lentils. Lentils are a staple of a vegan diet. They're so high in protein. Is it delicious?
It is delicious. A little bit of spice. Okay, so we have here actual vegan dessert. What does that mean?
There's no eggs, no butter, no milk. We also use no white refined sugars, and we use whole grain flour.
And then it ends up still being sweet.
Oh my goodness, it's delicious.
It's my first vegan cookie.
Okay, it's a chocolate chip. With whole grain flour.
That's good. That's delicious. It is really good.
This is sucanat. This is dehydrated sugar cane. So it still has its mineral and enzyme content, and this is what we use primarily to sweeten our desserts.
Even ice cream that's vegan?
Even ice cream can be vegan and delicious. I think you're about to find out.
Cherry amaretto. Okay. It's creamy. Now what?
No.
It doesn't have any dairy
No
in it.
eggs.
What is making it so creamy? The coconut?
This is made with coconut milk.
It doesn't taste like coconut. It tastes
No.
like cherry amaretto.
That's right. Coconut milk is a great plant-based substitute for dairy milk. So is almond milk, soy milk. All those are fortified with vitamins, high in protein, and they're great, tasty alternatives.
Wow, look at this ginormous line.
It's for Bold House Farms juice. They actually started out of Michigan.
Well, let's try some. Oh my, it's very good. It tastes just like out of a juicer. You wouldn't
really
even
fresh.
know it was prepackaged. It's
Really
very
fresh
good.
tasting, high in nutrients.
So Cindy, this whole wall, this is all your presenters and speakers. You can come meet them.
This is a chance to meet them after they give their talks. In fact, Chef George Foutatakis, he is talking right now.
Having food with a story, knowing where the food comes from, not just the farmer who grew it, but the recipe, what the initial inspiration was.
Then give it a twist so you can expose the. Look at that perfect avocado. It's gorgeous.
You still should care for your body like it's the most unbelievable thing and a gift from God. Everything you need to put in your body is organic and natural.
I just think it's important to stop these kids from childhood obesity and stop blaming the government.
Yeah.
When it's not the government.
Take control and be responsible for
Do
yourself.
you?
So what I do is I live in Los Angeles and I've worked as a personal chef for many celebrities out there. Woody Harrelson, Sigourney Weaver, Russell Simmons, Isabella Gianni. And so it's interesting because when you get into that world, you see that everyone wants the same thing. They want a ton of energy, they want to look amazing, they want to feel good, they want to have perfect digestion, and of course eating vegan and eating raw foods helps you greatly with all of those things.
Well, Jason will be looking for you, and you have beautiful skin, might I add, too.
Thank you. Thanks, Grandma. It's genetics and the food.
And the food. So, Paul, you're president of Veg Michigan. So, what exactly does that entail?
Well, it's a lot of work. We're all 100% nonprofit and 100% volunteer organization. So all this is being done here is all volunteer. We start preparing for VegFest probably in December.
Wow, okay, so it takes months. It's a great event, and what would you say to encourage people to come even if they eat meat?
Oh, I'd say that this is an event for anyone because everyone needs to talk about being a little healthier. Everyone seems interested in helping the planet these days. And let's face it, at the core we all love animals. None of us want to see animals suffer.
Right.
So it's a lot of great reasons to come here and just find out more about maybe incorporating a little bit more into your lifestyle.
Well, I really think VegFest is a worthwhile event because it promotes awareness about a plant-based diet and the benefits of it.
So you're really young to be here at the VegFest. Now, are you a vegetarian?
I'm a vegan.
A vegan?
Yes.
So you're how old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Well, Cindy, thank you so much for the tour. Had a great time. And VegFest is every spring?
Every spring, VegFest, look for the details at vegmichigan.org.
Will do, and we'll see you here next year. So it's getting warmer and we all want to get outside and play. We're completely surrounded by recreational opportunities right here in the D. So I'm going to pinpoint a few good places to enjoy the great outdoors. Hey, how about considering one of the D's 13 MetroParks? We're going to hear what a few of you have to say about the MetroParks, and I'm going to chime in too.
Today's a beautiful day. Nice to be out here.
Get in the minute we can and
Stay as long as we can.
exactly.
Everything's so clean and everybody's so nice. We just absolutely love it.
Now, I love getting outside. Give me a Mai Tai, a Chase recliner poolside, and I'm all set. But if you like getting down and dirty, this volunteer opportunity is going to be just your thing.
We get people out into the environment, and it makes a huge difference in the parks. And I've been doing this for 20 years.
We have volunteer work days at least once a month, and they do invasive species removal. Today we are at Hudson Mills working on invasive autumn olive and buckthorn and honeysuckle cutting.
Youngest one enjoys it the most. Really goes after these giant shrubs and trees.
Well, I guess that doesn't look so bad. I mean, they do say that hard work builds character. But on the other hand, if it sounds like fun to be outside chasing butterflies with your net, you know, the whole getting close to nature thing, then the MetroParks have got you covered there too.
All the parks offer programs for children and families both. We're doing our Nature Nuts program today, and that's our program for 6 to 10-year-old kids. Today our program is actually about monarch butterflies.
I really like it. I think I actually see one over there, but...
This is Oakwood Nature Center, and this is a program called Tadpoles for 2 to 5-year-olds. We have some activities and a craft, and we always have some kind of a lesson that we're doing.
This is Dana, and she's been coming since she was 2 years old. She's now 4, and she has not missed a session.
He learns so much every time we come. It's amazing that he tells us some of the things that he's learned at different times after we've already been here.
They're awesome. Okay, so you can clean up parks, chase butterflies, learn about native species, all fun stuff, don't get me wrong. But my idea of a good time goes a little something like this.
We're going canoeing today. We're starting out here at Hudson Mills. Hopefully you don't tip, but then again, if you do, you get to cool off a little bit, you know?
It's a good break from the norm. Get on the river, good scenery.
Swimming, boating, biking, jogging, hiking, now that's more up my alley. You want a little body surfing action? Lake Erie Metro Park. 3-foot waves. Try that roller coaster ride. You've got your pool basketball, all kinds of water slides. Hey, and remember getting squirted by those hoses in your backyard when you were little? The MetroParks have those too, only these hoses are a lot bigger.
We cover all areas and all ages for things to do here. It's very exciting. We've got a lazy river, we've got water slides, we've got a dump bucket, we've got squirt things, zero depth entry pool. We've even got lap lanes for people who want to swim laps in the morning.
Why not jump into a canoe, rowboat, or kayak, or give your legs a workout on a paddle boat? Rentals are available at Kensington, Stony Creek, or Willow. You want a boat ride without the work? The Island Queen 2 at Kensington. Easy, take a tour of the lake, sit back and relax. And hey, if you've got a boat, Metro Beach, Lake Erie, Kensington, and Stony Creek all have boat launches. Or you can take a cruise on into one of the park's marinas. Metro Beach, they have 8 ramps with access to Lake St. Clair. And then Lake Erie has access to the Detroit River and to Lake Erie.
We love the marina. We've been here for 15 years and we wouldn't even dream of going anywhere else.
It's very clean. Everything is kept up so nicely.
Hey, now not all summer fun takes place in or on the water. Pack a basket and go on a picnic. You can go biking, jogging, skating. You can even go fishing. It's summer, it's warm. We've got 13 MetroParks right here in the D.
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction.
The DIA explores Diego Rivera and Frito Kahlo's time in Detroit, and the Detroit Music Awards are in true Grammy style. Take a free journey into the future of innovation at Cobo Center, and the Great Lakes Art Fair kicks off festival season. The DSO honors the golden age of Broadway, then the Harlem Globetrotters strut their stuff at the Palace. VegFest is a vegetarian's delight with a Taste Fest and Expo, and the wildly unique Blue Man Group plays at the Fisher. The Meshuggah Nun stars Cindy Williams at Meadowbrook, and downtown Rochester celebrates Earth Day. Thomas the Tank Engine rolls into Greenfield Village, and the Harry Potter parody at City Theater is fun for all ages. The Illusionists perform mind-blowing magic at the Fisher, and the Metro Times Blowout features over 200 bands. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT.
Metro Detroit has one of the oldest and largest National Guard bases in the country, and it's here, just outside of Mount Clemens, where you'll find the Selfridge Military Air Museum. They've got an inside exhibit that takes you through different wartime eras, and then of course they've got the El Primo exhibit out here, where they've got like 27 different aircrafts on display. You can get up close, you can touch them, take pictures, and 2 of them you can even go inside.
Well, thank you for coming out here. We've been out here now for about 30 years. We're a private organization on the base. We think it's important to preserve the history of this now 90-year-old installation. We're open to the general public from noon to 4:30 on weekends, Memorial Day and Independence Day between April and October. And throughout the year, day, night, during the week, by appointment for groups. We're in right now what we call the Air Park portion of the complex. This is where we display vintage military airplanes going all the way back to World War II. Outside we also have some vintage military vehicles, some Nike missiles, and the Air Park is coupled with the inside of the museum, which displays artifacts and memorabilia going all the way back prior to World War I, when this place was known as the Joy Aviation Field.
So shall we start our tour inside?
Absolutely, let's go. We've arranged the inside of our museum to flow chronologically from information about the base's namesake, Thomas Selfridge, a model of the airplane he was in when he became the first person to die in a powered airplane crash. This area in here is our World War I area, the kind of engines that powered the airplanes they flew.
And the kind of wooden propeller?
Wooden propellers,
My goodness, it's beautiful.
Yep. World War II area, weapons, engines. This is the kind of engine that was used to power the P-51 Mustang. This is one of our pride and joys. It's a cutaway Pratt & Whitney R2800 engine. Our long-term goal is to motorize this, so you'll be able to see the prop shaft turn and the cylinders go up and down. Air traffic control display, a Vietnam-era Jeep, and we allow guests to sit inside there, and I always ask which one is Colonel Potter and which one is Radar O'Reilly. From an interest standpoint, the best display we have, it's the cockpit of an F-16 jet fighter, and as you can see from that young man in there,
he is having a blast.
He is having a ball. Compass, airspeed indicator, these 3 screens are what the pilots use to track airplanes, to look out ahead and see what the weather is like.
Hello.
She looks just like Tom Cruise, doesn't she? She takes my breath away.
I'm going to do a spin. Okay, back out to the marvelous section, the Air Park. This is so impressive. Now, but this isn't a plane. What is this?
This is a mobile air traffic control tower. So voices come out of speakers. They're not a recording. It's the real air traffic controllers at Selfridge talking to real pilots in the area.
What is this big baby here?
This is a C-130. Its nickname is the Hercules.
Hercules, I love the name.
I flew this particular airplane.
You flew this plane?
I flew this plane.
Wow.
We're in the business end of the C-130. We've configured it to show what the C-130 can carry, vehicles, stretchers. The paratroop doors opened on the side. That's where the paratroopers jump out. And welcome to the flight deck of the C-130. You'll have a seat there in the left-hand seat where the aircraft commander sits.
So this is where you sat when you flew the plane.
That's where I sat when I flew it. I'll sit in the co-pilot seat. In between us is a flight engineer's seat. And back over there is where the navigator sits. The instruments in front of the pilot and the co-pilot are flight instruments, how fast you're going, how high you're flying. And this is where it's, the whole operation is run from.
Wow.
One of the things we're very proud of here at our museum is that, first of all, we have airplanes from all branches of the service. We have the F-4 Phantom II that was flown a lot during Vietnam. As you can see by the nose of the airplane, restoration of airplanes is a big issue for us. The A-26 Invader, which was a bomber, that was originally flown in World War II, then in Korea, and then, believe it or not, they even modified some of them to fly during Vietnam. Marine Corps Corsair that flew out of Grosse Ile. I think the most touching moment for me involves this airplane. When a World War II veteran who flew this airplane was out here with his grandson. They walked up to the airplane and Grandpa just touched it.
That's so sweet. It makes
I
you want
know.
to cry.
I know. I thought I saw a tear coming in his eye. So yeah, this was a pretty special airplane for that guy. This Navy F-14 Tomcat is the latest addition to our air park displays. This is the airplane that was featured in Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Navy A-4. It was the A-4 that Senator John McCain was in when he was shot down over North Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
One of the two airplanes that we like to open up on weekends is this large Navy P-3 Orion. Its job was to go out and fly over the oceans and look for enemy submarines. So let's go inside and I'll turn you over to somebody that flew it.
Chief, all righty.
Hi. So
Hi.
tell me a little bit about the aircraft then.
The aircraft was a anti-submarine warfare. That was the primary mission, but it also did surface surveillance. They'd go out. It was one of the aircraft that discovered the missiles during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right here is where the sensor operators sit.
Okay.
And they grabbed all the signals from the sonar buoys that were put out. Here was the tactical coordinator, and he would ask for all the information from the sensor operators and project it here. The navigator, he kept us located, knowing where we were and plotted.
You built them, so did you get to fly it too?
Flew it. I got over 10,000 hours in it. As an engineer, I would keep an eye on the engines and the systems and the feel of the aircraft.
Well, I want to thank you so much
for coming out.
Taking me around. Thank you for showing me off. And I've had a great afternoon here at the Selfridge Military Air Museum. Again, they're open weekends, April through October. Great way to spend a Saturday, Sunday afternoon.
Things are happening in Detroit that are going to reinvent the American city.
Those of us who have been here a long time can tell you that it's never been more vibrant.
And it really represents the future, what the future can be and what the future is becoming.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D.
To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.